Hello Commanders and welcome to Solo Shepherd, where we see if Shepherd can beat Mass Effect on Insanity solo. At all times we will try and have a Shepherd fighting solo, though there are a few instances where we require teammates due to scripting issues. We will be running Soldier as max survivability with immunity and heavy armor will be critical to this run. In Prime, we run into issues very quickly with Jenkins' death scene. Without Jenkins or Caden being present, the drones bug out and sit and dance while we are locked from acting. Next issue is removing Ashley from the party straight away leads to a loop of a conversation reactivating, and this will happen again and again until you can move far enough away. Next, when finding Nihilus's body without squad mates prevents us from talking to Cole, and this prevents the continuation of the Geth from spawning, and with no Caden we cannot trigger his pull ability to deal with the Geth that is invincible until Caden's biotics are used on it. On the Citadel, we are unable to accept the quest from Chorban as we require a squad mate's input to be able to scan the Keepers. The assassins outside of Cora's den were a little tricky but not unmanageable. Then later, after talking to the lead, we confront Chorban once again and we're given a second chance to take on the Keeper's quest. While on Ferris, the exogeny facility was easily done with nothing much to note, other than Joker's communications are skipped. When entering the Thorian's chamber, we once again lock the game as we require a squad mate to make a comment on the Thorian's appearance. After that is a long grind through all the Thorian creepers and the Asari clones, but nothing else really of note on Ferris. While on Novaria, we run into an issue with the medical quest as the doctor won't give us the access card without a squad mate present, so we opted to taking the secure area bypass. The Benezia fight was a very difficult fight, which was only passed due to our immunity and heavy armor. The Arachnite Queen conversation gets skipped with no squad mates and ends in another lock. While on Therum, our only issue is after we use the mining laser and talk to Liara, the screen stays black without a squad mate to make a comment on Liara's potential loyalty. While on Vermeer, the terminal that activates the in-base alarms requires squad mates to activate it. This locks the game with the black screen once again. Talking to Harbinger is impossible without squad mates, so we have to reload with squad mates present in order to continue the dialogue. Ilos has no issues found. When we arrive at the save or sacrifice the council dialogue, it is skipped and saving the council is chosen as default. The Saren fight became a fairly large issue for me. While he cannot kill me, I also cannot kill him, as his sabotage sequences enable his shields to keep regenerating while my weapons are overloaded, and with no overload ability I had to look to alternate solutions. For the very first time ever, I used the proton rounds, which have a shield bypass effect, a bit at lower damage, which allowed me to very slowly but steadily damage Saren until I took the victory. Is it possible to beat Mass Effect 1 solo? Both yes and no. In terms of combat, it is 100% possible to solo every encounter. Outside of that, there are many places where you require squad mates for conversations, and without them you have an impenetrable barrier to completing the game. So take it as you want if you want to deem it possible or not. Stay tuned for Mass Effect 2 and 3 in the coming weeks. I should go.